Hello, I'm going to show you how you can download a set of data from our database. So as you can see, we are now on the website on HCI tagging and MAHNOB database. The first thing you should do is to go read the help page. There are some instructions. So you should first start by reading the database paper and you should download the supplemental material, which include the manual. Then I need to give you an example of how things work. I start actually doing these, following these instructions. First, you should go to the search database, which looks like this. As you can see first, if you don't set any criteria, all the trials are listed on the right side. So first, you should set actually what you're looking for. You should be careful that if you try to download very large size, um, bundles, it might not work. So first we start by experiment type. So I don't really suggest using the session ID because it's not that meaningful. So with the experiment type, we have emotion elicitation, image tagging 1, 2, and video tagging. So the first one is the first experiment about emotion elicitation, and the second three other ones, the second, third, and fourth one, they are about tagging, tag relevance or tag correctness assessment. So first, you should know which one of these experiments you're interested in. If you're, for instance, if you're interested in emotion elicitation, as an example, the experiment where we actually showed emotional videos, you choose this one. So we had two sets of trials. We had neutral videos that we showed first that only lasted for 15 seconds to record baseline before every video. So if you are not interested in downloading those, you can only choose the easy stimulated ones. Be careful that if you're dealing with the second, third, and fourth experiment, they are not stimulated because they were only shown with tags or which were correct or incorrect. So stimulated here means emotionally stimulated. So imagine you only want to download the trials that emotional videos were shown. So you said that is it stimulated to yes. So complete means that if the session was complete or not, because for some of the participants, either the participant ended the trial too early or there was some problems, technical problems, something crashed. So I suppose that most of you are interested in the complete sessions. So you choose the complete ones. You can skip the stimuli files unless you're interested in just downloading the responses to a certain stimulus video. You can also skip the duration. It doesn't really matter unless you only want the trials that lasted more than a certain number of seconds. Here, I suggest that you first try to choose a single subject ID by moving this slider and putting these two circles on top of each other. You can start by one, for instance, because if you want to download all the subjects data together, the bundles might be too large, and if the download gets interrupted, then the bundle you cannot uncompress the bundle and it will be useless. So let's start with just subject ID one, and then maybe you can see if you can download larger ones like one and two together or 1 to 5. But I suggest downloading them one by one, just to be sure that you are downloading them correctly. So the rest of the stuff like gender, has glasses, has beard, and all those things, if you choose them, then you actually limit your choice between the subjects of a certain gender, or if they have glasses, beard, or mustache, and those are probably useful only for people um, who are working on facial expressions. This consent, the last one, means if the participants gave consent for the images to be published. So you should be careful if you want to publish the snapshot of the videos of their faces. You can only use the participants that they gave consent. So you should only use yes if you are planning to publish their images. Otherwise, you are not allowed to publish their faces because they didn't give us consent for that. So let's choose this one as yes too. Although since we only have one subject here, we should choose any, because if that one participant didn't give consent, then you don't get any data. So after setting all these filters, you go on the right side, and here you have all these. You can see all the trials. You add them all to selection. So you selected all these trials that are listed on the right side. You can see their session IDs are 2, 4, 6, because we skipped the session ID 1, 3, 5, which were the neutral 15-second neutral videos, which were not easily stimulated. Now we have all these selected on the right side. We go and click hit download. So this dialog pops up, the download dialog. You can see here that we can choose what we want to download. So do we want to, if we are only interested, for instance, in EEG signals and physiological signals, we can only choose this one, and we can deselect the video streams, which are very bulky. So as you can see, if you only want the frontal one, you can see in the paper which there's only one of the frontal videos that is in color, so you can only pick that one. But if you want the 5 other ones, which have the profile view and side view and all those things, then you can choose this one too. So let's skip these ones. Let's assume that we are only interested in physiological signals. If we are not interested in gaze, we can remove this one too. If we are not interested in stimuli files, the video that were shown, we can deselect this one too. And then we have the guide cut annotation files, audio files. If the audio files are usually not very useful, so we can deselect that too. So we had subject files, session metadata, physiological signals, and this one. So you see that the total for these 20 sessions, meaning 20 videos, is 98 megabytes. So if I hit download, it starts downloading, making a compressed file out of this data that we requested, and start downloading. So we click on download it, and you see it starts downloading. It is 98 megabytes. And then you have to wait for the full 98 megabytes to be downloaded, and then decompress it and use it.